Welcome back everybody, this is Always back with another video on the channel. Today we're going to be learning Filmora, which is a video editing software from Wondershare. I've been using this for quite a while and I'm really liking this. This is why I'm creating a beginner guide of video editing using Filmora. So you're gonna go and download Filmora. It's free to download, but obviously if you want to use the premium versions, you're gonna have to buy the software. Okay, so let's get started with Filmora. As you can see on my screen, I have opened the Filmora. Here we're gonna click on full feature mode. We have easy mode as well. We have an instant cutter and action cam tool as well. We'll take a look at these later, in later videos maybe. So we'll click on full feature mode. Now once I click on that, it'll just open Filmora. This is the user interface for Filmora. Now on the top right, you see the playback. Whatever you have on your timeline, you will see the playback of the video. Here we have this media section, or you can say we have a tab or option section where if I click on music, I'll see that music stuff here. If I click on text, credit, transitions, filters, overlays, elements, split screen and export options. So all of these will be reflected into this part of the software. Now at the bottom, we have something called a timeline. A timeline is something that you will see where you're playing your video, at what time your video is, on that particular frame. So yeah, so first of all, let's bring in some media and then we're gonna start putting that into timeline and then we start editing that. Now recently I went to Adelaide and I have some video recorded from that. So I'm just gonna go to file menu and I'm gonna go to import media and then click on import media files. Now there's one way, but other way you could actually go here and you could import files. You could use the drag and drop, or you could click on this import button. It'll give you same kind of options here. So if I click on import media files, then I'll go and find the media files. So I'll just do vlogs, edit vlogs, and here's some of the videos that I want to edit. Now let's bring in multiple videos. So I'll click on this one, okay, and I press the control key, that one, and let's just do probably this one. So this is not I'm actually editing this video. This is just I'm showing you how I bring the media in and how I edit videos using Filmora. Also, I want to make sure that I pause the volume so I don't hear any playback. So here you can see I'm just gonna reduce it up to this. Okay, so let's click on play, and here we have this video playing. Now if I click on this one, it will play in this playback section. We have this video, and then yeah. Now all of this video is just playing back. We're not actually editing those. I'm actually going to expand this section about and make it a bit bigger. Okay, that's nice. So now if you want to add a video into your timeline, all you gotta do is just click, hold the mouse button down, and then take it into the timeline and just let the mouse button go, and you will add that video into the timeline. Now when you add a video in the timeline, that's where your video gets into edit mode, and you can do a lot of editing depending on the software that you use. So here you can see we have editing mode now on, and if I click on this, I have these vertices. I can make them smaller, I can crop it and make it bigger. So lots of editing options gets available now. Here, first of all, let's take a look at some of the options. So when I click on this, that becomes selected. Then what I can do is I can use this command palette where I have this undo, redo, I have this edit, which has a shortcut key Alt E, a cut, a delete, or we have this advanced edit mode as well. Next one, we have this green screen. So right now I'm recording with a green screen, but I'm gonna clear it out when I edit this same video using Filmora. Okay, so right now you have one video on your timeline. You can grab multiple, so I'll just grab this one here, grab this one, and grab, let's just say, this one. Okay, as you can see, we have a lot of videos now on the timeline. There's an issue here. So what's happening is I drop the video onto this video. So there's two layers. Okay, there's a video layer, and there is something called a picture in picture or overlay layer. So we're gonna move this up. We're gonna have to move them up. So I'll just press Control X and then Control V. That will just paste it, but I want to move them to the top, so I'll just grab and I drop that here again. Let's just drop that. Oop, that's there. Click on plus button and click on, let's just say plus button, this one. Now the first layer is a movie layer where we can see the audio as well. The second layer is basically the overlay layer, whatever you see on the top of your video. There's a text layer, a music layer, so we can add another track saying, okay, I want to add like track number 3. That would be like, music track 6. So you can use these to add new audio tracks. But for the video, there's only two options. We have a movie, we have a picture in picture. So if I click here and then drag another one and put it here, and you see if I click on this, I can use this vertex and make it smaller, and now the previous video is going to be still playing at the background. So if I play, you see the both videos are playing. This is how you can do picture in picture mode. So this software is fairly simple, very simple software. You can do a lot of editing here. So I'm going to zoom in. So if I click here and then hold the mouse button down and just drag to the right, you see I can expand the timeline, and now I can see the actual buffer which is playing my video. So for example, you want to delete a frame here, you delete some part of video. Let me delete this. So I'll select that, I press delete on the keyboard, and that will be gone. So here you click on this split button, shortcut keys Control B. I split it, and then I can just if you take a look at here, the icon of the cursors get changed, and this means that I can move to the right by clicking the button, holding it down and just moving to the right, and then that part will be cut from that video, and it automatically snaps back to the the actual video. So there's no gap, it automatically happening. So here if I say I want to just reduce the size, I'll just click here, and the good thing about this software is that it's playing back. So you see where you want to leave the mouse button go, and that part will be removed from that clip. So I'll let the mouse button go, and it just snaps back, and also it just removes that part. So this is a Filmora. Few other options, for example, if I select this, I click on this delete button, that will just get rid of that, and the whole timeline will be the whole videos after that clip will be snapped back to the first one. Now these are some editing options here, guys. We have some music library, which is basically offered by Filmora. So you can choose one of these music, or you can bring your own and then add them. So here it says import music. I click on that, I click on this button, and then here we have the file explorer from Windows where we can go to the folders and then grab the music file. And also it supports lots and lots of music formats as well. So yeah, that's good. Text and credit, fairly simple. It's mainly drag and drop. So for example, my timeline, my this timehead is here. So I'll just click on this one, for example, add to project, and then it will just download that animated opener, and then it will add that there. So let's just wait. Okay, so there we go, we have an opener, guys. Now wherever your time head was, it will just start from there. So if I press spacebar to play, and you can see it's nicely done. Okay, so that's good. We have an opener. I think this is a nice one, so I'm going to use that in some of my videos. So these are the openers, guys, available in Filmora. Next up we have a transition. So a lot of times then you have a one clip, and then you going towards the second clip. Now between that, so if I just click here, for example, I play the button, you see straight away the second clip starts. Okay, but what if you want to have some effect or transition between the clips getting changed. So there's lots of transitions available. A lot of them are really cool. So for example, we will use this diamond in, for example. So what I'll do is I will select these two clips, okay, and I click on this, and that will add this diamond. So whatever the clip you select, and click on this plus button, and it will be selected. So now if I click here and I press spacebar, and you see that diamond effect happening, okay. I'll select these two clips and I will use something like this one. I click on this plus button, it will automatically add that, and then I'll just press, and there you go. So you see the effect happens here. So nice. So these are all the transitions that you can use. Pretty advanced, by the way. Now I'm gonna click on media, and then I'm gonna bring in another clip. So for example, I'll bring in this clip here, and now here for this clip we're gonna try looking at some filters. So here, when you have your video and you are actually making that as a documentary or actually a movie, then what happens is you want to color grade that video sometime. So these are pretty good color grading, already predefined for you. For example, woven. So I click here, and then it has this effect or filter, you can say. So I click here, I can drag that all the way, and now you will see that effect on this clip. So I play that. So there you go. You see the effect. That's look like it's an old video. So yeah, lots and lots of effects available here, guys, and they are pretty good. So these are just effects. You gotta click, drag and drop, or you can select the clip and then click on this plus button to drop them onto the particular clip. Overlays are one of the cool options as well. This is not a this is basically something's on the top of your video. Even if you want to add, you can do that. For example, if you're creating a video of like a babies or kids, then you can have this something like bokeh 7. That's another effect. So let's wait for it to finish downloading, and then we have a look. Yeah, so let me play that, and there you go. You see the effects happening here, guys. It's like an overlay. We have some elements here which are really nice. So all the way to the top, I will select one of the elements. Let me just find something, maybe this one, made fresh. Okay, and that will be dropped, and here if I play it, and you can see made fresh. That looks nice, isn't it? That's really nice. So you have all the elements that you can choose from. Overall, this software is pretty simple. It's very easy to use, as you can see. Now we have a split screen. For example, if you want to have like a multiple videos, then you can add that there, and then you can modify that. I'm just gonna add this, and here you will have this like another layer which has like a 4 or 5. So here you have a drop zone 1, 2, 3. So you can drop a video to the zone 1, 2, 3, and that's where you edit your video. But I don't really use it much because it's not really required all the time, but there is an option there. Now the last option I want to show you is export. So after you do your editing, obviously you want to export. So exports options are pretty good in Filmora as well. So we have MP4, AVI, MOV. So I click on MOV, and I see what's going to be the name of my video. I'll type some gibberish, and then the folder, you select where you want to save it. The major thing I want to show you here is settings. And when you go to settings, you have options: good, better, best. So if you really want to have like a high quality render done, then obviously you choose best. Better is all good. It has about 800 kilobytes per second bitrate, which is good enough. Also, you have resolution. So right now my screen is 4K. As you can see, I can render 4K video here. Okay, but my video clips are not 4K. That's why I wouldn't bother. I'll stick to full HD, which is like 1920/80. And then we have a frame rates here as well. So yeah, if you click on OK, it will just start rendering, and you will have your video rendered. That was a quick introduction and quick tutorial about Filmora. And yeah, I hope you like it. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Cheers.